shot, that'll be good. It's good as is. We'll just leave it like this. Actually, tip it down just a little bit to get it. And zoom out if we can. Now we're out as far as we can.
Gwe, Ikchilida. Hello and welcome to Member 2 Sports and Wellness Center for game number 3 of the 2023 Atlantic Hockey Championships in the U18 female division. The Eastern Stars, the champions of Prince Edward Island, who played earlier today, dropped a 5-1 decision to the Northern Subway Selects of Nova Scotia, have a chance to come out and even up their record at 1-1, but they'll be taking on a very tough host team in the Cape Breton Lynx. It's Stars and Lynx coming up next here on AO Live Atlantic Hockey Online, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming Services. Taking a look at the lineups, the Stars are the home team for this game. It'll be Olivia Lowe getting the start in this game. She did not play in game 1. And at the other end of the ice, the starting goaltender will be Megan Muse. The Lynx, this is their first game in the tournament. Will the fact that they are playing their first game while the Eastern Stars are playing their second be a factor? Well, we will find out over the next 60 minutes of action as we get ready for what promises to be a very entertaining game. These teams, of course, are familiar with one another as they both play in the Maritime Major Female Hockey League. The Lynx finished regular season in 4th in the league. The Stars finished in 5th. As we are underway here in Member 2. And right away, the Lynx get the puck down deep into the Eastern Stars zone. Stars get possession, played ahead there for Gardner. She'll get it out to center. Walsh trying to skate through the check of O'Keefe. Now the puck played around to the far side as the Lynx get possession. The Lynx, despite being the host team in the tournament, are the visiting team for this game. Hence they are in their dark purples, while the Eastern Stars, as the home team, are in their white jerseys. Sam Morrison with the puck. Morrison able to move it ahead. Arguably one of the better stick handlers in Nova Scotia. Sam Morrison moving that puck ahead there. Now it is going to be sent back down by McLean. McLean coming out from behind the net. Takes a look, gets it back to the line for McKecker, and there's a shot. Save made as Olivia Lowe, challenged early, able to make a couple of important saves and hang on for a face-off with just 55 seconds gone here in the opening period. We mentioned the Lynx finished 4th in the league. After regular season play ended, we split into the 3 provinces. I say we because I work very closely with the league that both of these teams play in. The 4 Nova Scotia-based teams happen to be the teams who finished 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So the Lynx played a semifinal against the number 1 team, the Northern Subway Selects. They lost that semifinal, a very tough semifinal in 4 games. They took game number 1 in overtime, or not in overtime, excuse me, with 2.9 seconds left in regulation. They scored to win game number 1 of that series against the Selects. The Selects then took the next 3 to win the best of 5, 3-1. The Lynx, of course, still gone in by virtue of being the host team. The Stars, who finished 5th in the league, were the top of the 2 Prince Edward Island-based teams. So when they took on the Western Wind in their playoff series, it was a best of 7 PEI final just between those 2 teams, as they are the only 2 teams in PEI who play at the U18 AAA female level. And the Stars were able to come away with a 4-game sweep in that best of 7 series over the Western Wind, which is how they earned their berth here at this tournament. Here's Lawless coming in. Her shot gets blocked. Trying to follow up there was Marshall, but she ended up fanning on it. Now Marshall gets the puck back. She'll fire it around the boards. Lawless looks to pinch in to get onto that puck. Hambley there for the Stars. Hambley plays it off the boards. Now it'll be picked up by Marshall. Moves her way in, loses her footing. Tried to play the puck towards the front of the net, but it gets cleared away there by Dingwell. Now as they battle along the near side wall, Vickers will get it over for O'Keefe. O'Keefe with a shot, and the save made by Lowe, and Lowe again hangs on for a face-off. Just 2:31 gone here in the first period. Lynx and Stars here in the early goings. We've had decent crowds for the first two games today, and of course with the host team playing here tonight, we got a very good crowd here at the Member 2 Sports and Wellness Center for this one. Here's Baker with the puck for the Stars. She'll play it down deep into the zone. Walsh will go in after it. She works there against O'Keefe. Puck comes into the corner. Gardner trying to get it back down to Walsh. Walsh gets tied up again by O'Keefe. Gardner coming in to try and help out. Gardner works the puck free, plays it around to the boards. Batchelder will get it back down low. Walsh this time ends up tying up with McDonald. Coming out with the puck is Morrison. Sam Morrison working her way in. Down towards the corner. Gets tied up in the corner by Batchelder. Tries to fight herself free. She does. But now she's got Walsh also there. Morrison able to get free again. Now gets the puck centered for Lawand. Comes to the near side wall. Gardner will flip it ahead, and coming out with it is Baker. She tries to get the puck deep into the Cape Breton zone. Not able to do so, and turning it back the other way now. Here comes Leahy. Leahy with the shot. The save made. Leahy follows up and gets a second chance shot, but that goes wide. Leahy then takes a bump in behind the net, and we're going to get some penalties here, or at least one penalty, and it looks like it's going to just go against Cameron Leahy for cross-checking. So the Stars will get the first power play of the evening, coming at the 3:45 mark of the first period. And we can tell you that the Stars, when they played this morning, ended up going 0 for 3 with the power play opportunities that they had. So they are 0 for 3 so far on the tournament, obviously, as this is their second game. Again, for the Lynx, they are playing their first game of the weekend. Here comes a chance in the save. They score! The goal scored by Moira Pino, short-handed at 4:09 of the first period. Pino with the short-handed goal puts the Lynx out in front. And it is 1-0 for Cape Breton over Eastern Prince Edward Island. Just 4:09 into the first period. Now here comes Morrison coming in. Morrison cuts to the middle. Her shot is partially blocked. Gets another shot away. That goes wide. Mara Pino, excuse me. Aaron Lawless gets the lone assist there. So again, Myra Pino from Aaron Lawless, shorthanded at 4:09 for the first goal of the tournament for the Cape Breton Lynx, as they lead it 1-0. Puck cleared down the ice by Vickers, and back to pick up is Dingwall. Dingwall's pass goes into the feet of Emily Lutley picks it up. She gets the shot away, and the save made by Megan Muse, and she will hang on for a face-off. 47 seconds left in the penalty. 15:01 remaining here in the first period. Face-off will have Gardner taking the draw against Lawless. Gardner wins it back to Batchelder. She'll play it across for Kaylee McDonald. Now back to McDonald again as she plays pass back and forth with Walsh. Walsh with the shot, and the save made there again by Muse. 36 seconds left now in the power play situation for the Stars. If you haven't tuned in for the two games earlier today, we mentioned that the Stars lost to the Northern Subway Selects by a score of 5-1. That was the opening game of the tournament, earlier this afternoon. And then the second game of the day, a little later on in the afternoon, saw the Western Flames from Western New Brunswick with a dramatic 3-2 victory over the Tri-Pen Ice, the champions of Newfoundland Labrador. 1 second left to go in the penalty. We are now back to 5-on-5 as Leahy returns to the ice. She quickly makes her way across. Gardner will get the puck down deep into the Cape Breton zone. Back to pick up there was McNeil. Now McNeil with it again, turns back as she didn't like the angles that she had, played it across to the far side for Vickers. Vickers not able to clear as Hambley steals the puck from her, but Morrison able to steal it right back and get it out to center ice. Now Doyle will play it ahead for Baker. Baker gets it down into the Cape Breton zone. McNeil will back up with the puck. Takes it behind the net, stops, plays it around to Vickers, who sets it up there for Lawless. Here comes Aaron Lawless. In across the, or that's Leahy, excuse me, 9, not 8. The way the back of the jersey was folded up a little bit there, it looked like the bottom half of the number was actually coming together, but it wasn't. Puck comes out to center now. Lawler pokes it ahead, and it goes down deep into the Cape Breton zone. Back to get it there is Olivia McDonald. Leahy now gets it across to the far side for Lawand. Lawand couldn't do anything with that. Now it's played ahead. That just does not quite touch Skylar McLean, and so we'll get an icing call against the Lynx with 7:06 gone here in the first period. So 5 teams have made it here, the champions of each of the 4 Atlantic provinces, plus the host team, the Cape Breton Lynx. So it's a full 5-team round robin. At the end of the round robin, which will finish off by Saturday evening, or by Saturday afternoon rather, we'll have the top two teams go right to the gold medal game. The 3rd and 4th place teams will go to the bronze medal game on Sunday morning, and the 5th place team will have their tournament come to an end, unfortunately. Such is the way it goes in these games. And then that gold medal game here in this tournament in particular has double meaning, as the winner not only gets to be called Atlantic champion, but will also go on and represent the Atlantic region at the SO Cup in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, coming up later in April. Puck is flipped down by May McEachern, comes off the end boards. Hunter picks up there. She'll play it around for Emily Lutley. Now Hunter gets it again, plays it off the boards and out to center. Backing up with it is McLean. She'll get it ahead to Lawless, or that was McNeil who got it ahead to Lawless rather. Lawless had it taken off of her stick by Dingwall, and now brought to the line by Baker, but turned over before clearing the zone. Morrison with the puck. She'll take it down into the far corner, play it back to the line. Holding it onside there is Chisholm Beaton. And now out to center it comes. Turned quickly back the other way. Here comes Morrison coming in 2-on-2 with Lawless. There's Lawless with a shot, or Vickers rather. And the save made with 8:44 gone here in this first period. Here, we'll try and slide this back a little bit here. As I realize our clock camera is just blocking off a little bit of that corner of the ice, so we're trying to adjust that as we go. There we go. As the puck goes in onto Muse, and Muse able to cover up and hang on for a face-off. 9 minutes gone here in its first period. Face-off deep in the Cape Breton zone. Leahy wins the draw against Chapman. Puck goes below the goal line. McDonald plays it around to the near side. Picked up by McLean. She gets it over to Leahy. Leahy's pass a little bit too far in front of Lawand. Now it comes back into the Cape Breton zone. Getting it there is McLean. Now fanning on a dump-in attempt is Lawand, and that allowed Lawler to get onto the puck momentarily, but it was taken from her. Now Batchelder will pick up in her own zone, get it ahead to Hambly. Hambly's pass across for Chapman, in across the blue line. Chapman cuts to the outside, gets a shot away, that goes off a leg, comes to the near boards. Hambly trying to work it down below the goal line, not able to do so. Doyle had stepped up, and the puck ends up coming out to center ice. Back to get it is Chapman. She'll play it across for Mullins. Ahead to Lawler. Lawler gets tied up there by Chasson. And it comes around the boards. Near side, McEachern will pick up there. She'll get it across to Pino. Pino gets it ahead there for Marshall, who quickly feeds it to Lawless. Lawless tried to get it back to Pino, or to Marshall rather, but that passed a little bit too far in front of her. Now we get the puck to just come out to center ice, but brought back in again by Lawless. Here comes Lawless, cutting towards the corner, throws it towards the net, and that'll be Kaylee Lutley able to clear that one away from the area beside the net. Now Morrison gets it to the front of the net, and again that one cleared away, this time by Doyle. In behind the net, Mullins picks up the puck for the Stars. She'll get it ahead to Emily Lutley. Lutley not able to get the puck deep as she was about to do the dump in. She got all tangled up. Now here comes Morrison. Morrison with a shot. That goes off the blocker of Lowe and into the far corner. Hunter trying to poke it ahead. That's knocked down by Lawand. Hunter able to get it back. She'll fire it around to the near side boards. And Walsh will get out to center. She ended up running into the official, but Gardner following up got the puck. She had it knocked away from her. Now Baker trying to find it. She can't, but Walsh does. Walsh not able to maintain control as she came in across the blue line, and O'Keefe takes it back behind the net, plays it around to the far wall for Lawand, centering, or now here's a chance for Gardner, and the save made there by Muse. Coming out to center with it is McLean. She'll dump it down deep into the Star zone. Back to get it. There was Dingwall. She ended up overskating the puck. Lawless couldn't take advantage, and it gets to the line and out. McEachern backs up with it, now plays it back up to Lawless. Here comes Lawless in across the blue line. Lawless still with the puck, looking to go far post and sends it wide. Now Chasson with a shot. That's blocked by Chapman. Chapman able to come out with the puck. She's coming in, but has it knocked away from her by McEachern. Now picking up is Pino. She'll dump it in. Goes off of Batchelder. Batchelder will pick it up and take it behind her own net. 7:40 left to go, first period. 1-0 for the Lynx over the Stars here as we play in Member 2 final game of day number 1 here at the U18 AAA Atlantic Championships. Female Atlantic Championships. Now with the puck is Morrison. Morrison cutting in. Morrison! And she ends up getting tripped up on her way to the net, crashes into Lowe and crashes into the net, which knocks it loose. And so we'll get a stoppage with 7:19 left to go here in the first period. And the score, 1-0 for the Cape Breton Lynx. Oh, there we go. Leahy to take the draw against Chapman. Leahy wins it, but stepping in to pick up the puck for the Stars is Lawler. Lawler sends it off of the end boards. Picked up there for the Lynx by O'Keefe. Chapman knocks the puck down, but O'Keefe able to, or that's McLean rather, who picks up the puck, now works her way ahead. McLean has the puck roll away from her, and it's picked up by the Stars. And McDonald, I should point out that being Kaylee McDonald of the Stars as opposed to Olivia McDonald of the Lynx, got the puck out to center, but then it was dumped back in. Now McEachern sends it back in after the puck came out. This time Batchelder will get it across to Emily Lutley. Lutley has the puck knocked off her stick by Chasson. Lutley able to get it back though, takes it around behind the net, comes out the near side boards, working her way on the left wing side. Chasson lost her stick. Kaylee Lutley gets the puck, it comes back to Doyle. Doyle shot blocked by Pino, and now picked up by Marshall, who sends it out to center down the ice. Doyle back to get it, being followed by Lawless. Doyle plays it off the boards, and it'll be gathered in there by Gordon. Gordon able to get it ahead for Kaylee Lutley. Emily Lutley following up. Her shot goes off the skate of Chisholm Beaton. Now Morrison can't get a handle on it. Chisholm Beaton back on the puck in the corner. She'll play it around behind the net for McNeil. McNeil will get it ahead, and here is Vickers with it. Vickers cuts to the outside, has the puck knocked off her stick. A nice defensive play there by Mullins. Following up was McNeil. She gets it down into the corner. Are there two McNeils? No, McNeil turned and then got back onto the puck is what I should have said. Now Morrison gives to Pino. Pino didn't have a corner to get, or have an angle to get in deep, so went and played it across. And that pass for McLean got broken up. And now it's back down into the Cape Breton zone. There it's turned over. Gardner with it. She gets a shot away. That goes just wide. Comes off the end boards. A chance for Baker. Puck bouncing around at the side of the net. Baker will play it to the far wall. Dingwall will come in and get to it. She throws it to the front of the net. Baker with a redirect, but that gets cleared away with a nice defensive effort by O'Keefe. Puck sent out to center as we're under 5 minutes left to go here in the first period. Great tempo to this game here in the early going. McLean sends it around the boards. Dingwall will get to it first. Plays it as far as the line. Chasson holds it in there, gets a shot away, and making the save and hanging on for a face-off is Olivia Lowe. With 4:36 remaining here in period number 1. The Lynx leading it 1-0 on the goal by Myra Pino. As the face-off won by Chapman. Vickers gets to the puck, plays it back to the line for Chasson. Tried to go across to McEachern, but McEachern had Hambley right on her right away. And the Stars are able to pick up. That pass goes off the skate of Hambley. Now Chasson gets it, plays it the other way, but the one-touch pass ends up on the stick of Lawler. Lawler into the Cape Breton zone, down into the corner, sends it behind the net. Looking to get it out in front for Hambley was Chapman, but that pass went off a skate, and out come the Lynx. Here's Vickers with the puck. Vickers has it knocked off her stick by Batchelder. We're going to get a penalty against the Stars. And it's hooking, and it looks like it's going to be Chapman who goes off. So this the first power play of the game and first power play of the tournament for the Lynx. We can tell you that the Stars in their game earlier today were shorthanded 3 times, and they killed off all 3 of those penalties against what was in the regular season a very potent power play for the Northern Subway Selects. So the fact that their penalty kill to this point is 3 for 3 on the tournament, a very good start. And now here's a chance. The penalty kill, as mentioned, for the Stars, 3 for 3 so far in the tournament. The Lynx scored shorthanded earlier in this period, and the Stars have almost gotten a couple of dangerous possessions here in the early going of this penalty kill. 35 seconds gone in the penalty taken by Chapman. Samantha Morrison has the puck, cuts to the middle of the ice, plays it down into the corner. McLean tried to get it back to Morrison, but the pass a little bit behind her, and that will allow Doyle to get the puck and send it the length of the ice. Muse out of the net to play it, leaves it there, set for O'Keefe. O'Keefe gets it ahead to Morrison. Morrison made a pass across the far side, and then a big collision there between Olivia McDonald and Brooke Walsh, as the referees decide that neither of them tried to initiate contact. They both just accidentally ran into each other, so no call against either of them, and play goes on. 44 seconds left in the penalty, 2:40 to go here in this first period. Tying up the puck along the wall is Lawless. She has it taken from her, and it's launched down the ice right onto Muse. Muse will settle it aside there for Olivia McDonald. McDonald in behind the net, being watched by Emily Lutley. Now gets the pass over to Pino. Pino gets it ahead for Lawless. Lawless set it up for McEachern, who goes down into the corner. She gets tied up there with Doyle, and the puck ends up on the stick of Walsh, and she's able to fire it down the ice again. Just 5 seconds left in the penalty to Chapman. Out from behind the net is Pino, or is Chasson rather. Lead pass, and it took a few seconds there, but they finally did blow down the offside as Kennedy Vickers came in. And you can understand a bit of frustration on the Cape Breton Lynx bench as the offside did not get called until Vickers was a good 3, maybe even 4 strides into the zone and getting ready to take a shot. In the officials' defense, it was an offside and it was the right call that was made. It just took a while to get the whistle blown for whatever reasons. As we're down to the final minute and 44 seconds, we are back to 5-on-5. In the corner, Chapman with the puck after she finished serving her penalty. She plays it back to the line for Hunter. Hunter not able to keep the puck onside. Now it's nearly turned over to O'Keefe, but Hunter able to recover, take the puck back deep into her own zone. Now she'll start to work the rush ahead. Gets the puck down into the Lynx zone. O'Keefe picks up there, gets the pass forward for Morrison, and here comes Sam Morrison. Morrison gets taken over towards the corner by Batchelder, who's had a very tough assignment to keep an eye on Morrison, and she's done very well with it. We're into the final minute of period number 1. Bouncing puck. Batchelder now with it. Plays it off the boards. Hambly will pick up just outside her own blue line and work her way ahead. Now gets the puck forward for Baker. Baker down into the corner, gets tied up there. Walsh gets the puck. It's knocked off her stick by Leahy. Now a pass across. Lawless will get it over to Leahy. 27 seconds left in the period. Here comes Leahy coming in. There's a shot. And the save made by Lowe, and she'll hang on for a face-off. 22 seconds remaining in the first period. 1-0 the score in favor of the Cape Breton Lynx over the Eastern Stars out of Eastern Prince Edward Island. As mentioned, the winner of this event, the team that gets to the gold medal game and wins the gold medal game, will have a trip to Saskatchewan, to the lovely city of Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. There's a shot taken by Marshall. That went a little bit high as the puck is played out to center. 2 seconds left in the period. That will do it for the opening frame as the Lynx get off to a very good start in period number 1. They outshoot the Stars 10-7, and they outscore the Eastern Prince Edward Island Stars by a score of 1-0. So at the end of 20 minutes of play, that is your score. It is Lynx 1, Stars 0. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the second period in a few minutes. You are watching the U18 Female AAA Atlantic Championships from the Member 2 Sports and Wellness Center. And the game sponsor for this game is the community of Member 2, welcoming the world. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period here between the Lynx and the Stars. The lone goal of the game for the Cape Breton Lynx. Myra Pino getting the goal after she created a turnover in neutral ice while her team was shorthanded, was able to work her way down the ice. And was able to tuck the puck past the goaltender. Pino, no stranger to scoring goals, certainly. As just taking a quick look here. Oops. How if I was looking at the right. Yeah, Myra Pino had 11 goals in 22 games in the regular season. She also had just one assist in the playoff series against the Northern Subway Selects, but she scored the goal that got things going here. Not likely not to be her only goal of the tournament. As we get ready for the start of the second period here. Again, we'll remind you about the upcoming schedule. Tomorrow we've got 4 games. It'll start at 10 a.m. The Western Flames to take on the Northern Subway Selects. That's New Brunswick versus Nova Scotia. Then at 1 o'clock, it'll be these Cape Breton Lynx against the Tri-Pen Ice, the Newfoundland Labrador representatives. At 4 o'clock, the Eastern Stars will be on the ice for their third game of the tournament against the Western Flames. Eastern PEI versus Western New Brunswick. For the Flames, that'll be their second game of the day. And then the Northern Subway Selects against the Cape Breton Lynx in what promises to be an absolutely thrilling game. The 7 o'clock game tomorrow night, that one should be a jam-packed building between those two Nova Scotia rivals, as I get the hiccups. Now here comes Sam Morrison. Morrison, what a move! Morrison with a move, but what a save at the end of it by Olivia Lowe. Morrison with a great deke, but Lowe makes the save and hangs on for a face-off with just 30 seconds gone here in the opening period. Or second period, excuse me. Oh, realize that should say 19:28, not 9:28, as the clock cam was shifted slightly there. Now with the puck, Walsh gets possession. Plays it up the boards there. Gardner trying to get onto it, but she couldn't quite get possession. Now it's brought out to center. Morrison has that just roll out of her reach. Following up on the play, McDonald able to send it in deep. And now the Stars pick up and will bring it back out to center. Here comes Hunter working her way through. Hunter with the shot. That ends up going off of McNeil, and her pass then gets intercepted by Dingwall. Dingwall trying to get it to the front of the net. It's held up below the goal line. Played ahead and out to center with Kennedy Vickers. Vickers has it taken from her. Emily Lutley rolls it right onto the net, and we'll get a stoppage with a minute and a half gone here in period number 2. We will try to bring you up to speed on what's going on in some of the other Atlantic Championships as we take a look at the U13 Female Atlantics being held in Port Hawkesbury, Nova Scotia, also here on beautiful Cape Breton Island. There's Gordon with an attempt at a shot, but that gets blocked by Chasson. We'll run you through those scores here in just a moment. Puck comes to the line. Batchelder sends it into the end glass. Now coming out, Leahy didn't quite get center before She dumped the puck in, so that's going to be an icing. The two finals from earlier today at the U13 female Atlantics. The Warriors, that's the Metro West Force Warriors, beat the Central Storm by a score of 6-0. And it was the Southeast Fury of New Brunswick over the Eastern Icebreakers of Newfoundland Labrador by a score of 1-0. The game that's underway right now, as we try to get that game sheet up and running for you here. Just give me a second. We'll get you that one here at the next stoppage in play. As they battle in the corner, puck comes free for Lawler. She tries to get it towards the front of the net. Not able to do so. Coming in to help out was the captain, Chapman. She plays it back to the line. Mullins with a shot. That hits the traffic in front. And now the Lynx able to get the puck back out to center. And the Lynx pick it back up. Now ahead for Leahy. Leahy dumps it in right onto Lowe. Lowe will cover up and hang on. And we can tell you that the game currently in progress. The Central Storm, after their loss earlier today, are taking on the host Quad County Whitecaps. And they lead the Whitecaps by a score of 3-0. At the U13 Male Atlantic Championships, 2 games final from earlier today. And we'll run you through those at the next stoppage in play as Dingwall has the puck, has it knocked off her stick. Pass out in front, there's a chance for Vickers, but it ends up going wide. Now the pass intended for Baker goes off of her stick and down the ice. We can tell you the 2 games from earlier today at the U13 AAA Atlantics, which are being held in Paradise, Newfoundland. The Pictou County Crushers defeated the Eastern Hitmen by a score of 4-1. That's the Hitmen out of Newfoundland Labrador, the Crushers out of Nova Scotia. Then the Bulls from New Brunswick, that's the Northwest Bulls, defeated the Mid-Isle Matrix by a score of 4-2. And the game that's currently in progress, we don't have a live score for you right now, but the Crushers, who won their game earlier today, again, that's the team from Pictou County in Nova Scotia, are taking on the host Eastern Knights, also out of Newfoundland Labrador. Next, and as we get an offside, we can tell you about the U15 female Atlantics. So far, the 2 games that have gone final, the Moncton Rockets defeating the Western Warriors by a score of 11-3. The Warriors from Western Newfoundland and the Metro West Force Citadel defeated the Central Storm. That's that's the Nova Scotia Metro West out of the Halifax area, defeating Central Prince Edward Island by a score of 3-1. The game that is currently in progress, we can tell you quickly, it is 2-2 between the Western Warriors out of Newfoundland and the Western Phantoms, who play out of Woodstock, New Brunswick, where this tournament is being held. Here's Leahy with the puck. Or sorry, that's my apologies, that was Lawless, 8, not Leahy, 9. Now back to the line for Chisholm Beaton. Played down. Now it's picked up by Marshall. Marshall takes it below the goal line. Out into the far corner. Plays it back to the line. Shot from the point there by McEachern. That gets blocked. And the Stars able to come out. Emily Lutley will send it deep into the Cape Breton Lynx zone. It goes all the way around the boards. Picked up by McEachern in the far corner. Now it's turned over. There's a chance in front. And a big save made by Muse off the backhander from Hambley. A dangerous chance there for the team from Prince Edward Island. Now here comes LaWand getting it out to center. She fires it down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. And now we can tell you about the U15 male tournament, which is being held in O'Leary PEI. The Eastern Express out of Newfoundland defeated the Fredericton Blues 6-4 in the opening game. Or I apologize, Eastern Express or Eastern PEI, my apologies. So Eastern PEI won their opening game against Fredericton. The Gulls from Nova Scotia, they play out of the St. Margaret's Bay area, defeated the Eastern Hitmen out of Newfoundland Labrador 5-0. The game currently in progress has the host Prince County Warriors of PEI taking on the Fredericton Blues. Blues, as mentioned, lost their game against Eastern PEI earlier today, and the Blues are trailing again 4-1 in the third period. Only one more tournament to go through, which we'll get to at the next stoppage as Baker dumps the puck in. Muse out of the net to stop it there for Chasson. Chasson behind the net, coughs up the puck as Walsh got it, now gives to, or Gardner got it, gives it to Baker, back to Dingwell, over to Walsh. Walsh with a shot, the save made, and Muse able to find it and cover up and hang on for a face-off. And the U18 male Atlantics it was, let's see, earlier today we had 2 games in that event as well, and it was the Pinnacle Growlers out of Newfoundland Labrador defeating the Moncton Flyers 4-2. It was the Weeks Crushers, who play out of Pictou County but draw their players from Pictou, Colchester and Cumberland counties here in Nova Scotia, who defeated the Charlottetown Knights 6-5 in overtime. And the game that is currently underway, the final game of the day there, is the Fredericton Caps, who are the host team, taking on the Pinnacle Growlers. That game right now tied up at 1. And now you are up to date on everything in the 6 Atlantic Championships. And again, all of these games from every single one of these tournaments is available through AO Live all weekend long. Puck comes out to center. Played off the boards by Vickers. She tried to get it ahead for Morrison, but that pass was broken up. Now Walsh, her pass just out of the reach of Gardner, comes off the end boards into the corner. Out front for Emily Lutley. She gets a shot away, and Muse able to make the save. Now the puck sent out to center. It gets just outside of Batchelder. Race for it between Batchelder and Marshall. Marshall actually gets to the puck first. Gets it to the front of the net. There's a chance. And what a save by Lowe. Oh my goodness, what a save. That was an incredible stop by Olivia Lowe. Now Lawless trying to get it to the front of the net. That's broken, or that ends up going all the way into the far corner. Now McNeil plays it back to the line to Lawless. Trying to find some room coming out of the corner. Gets it towards the front of the net. Leahy with a shot and another save by Lowe. But I want to go back about 30 to 45 seconds ago. Maybe not quite that long, 20 to 30 seconds ago. And what a save it was by Olivia Lowe, as she was looking the wrong way, turned, realized that she had to get that left leg over to the far post and somehow got it there in time to make a spectacular save on what looked like it was surely going to be the second goal of the game. Puck gets to the line, not out, held in there by McEachern. Now Leahy takes a bump as she gets the puck back deep into the Eastern Stars zone. Chapman working her way out. Finally gets the puck out to center. Chapman still with it. Now stops along the boards, leaves the puck for Lawler. Lawler gets it across for Doyle, whose shot goes wide. Comes off the end boards. Now it's back to Doyle. Doyle sending it towards the net. That gets blocked by Lawand. And now brought out to center. Lawand dumps it in. It goes around the boards. Lawand will head off for a change while Doyle gets the puck, plays it ahead to Hambly. Hambly not able to get it past Connors as it's held in the zone there. Now a chance in front for Vickers, but the puck goes off the end of her stick. Vickers going after it into the corner. She's got Morrison in there helping her. Vickers comes out with it. Couldn't get a shot away. Now Morrison does, just misses as that goes over the crossbar. And now the referee blowing it down as the net was off of its moorings. Some dangerous, dangerous chances for the Cape Breton Lynx as they are stepping things up here as we near the middle portion of this second period. Stars in trying to avoid going to 0-2 in the tournament after that loss earlier today. 2 losses does not preclude you from getting to the gold medal game, but it certainly means you need a lot of help. Because if you end up being 2-2, at best you could have a tie for second. And then you would need to make sure that A, you have that tie for second, and B, the tiebreakers all go the right way in your favor. So the last thing the Stars want to do here is drop their second game of the day. They are only trailing by 1, and we still have just over half the game left, so not a time to panic by any stretch of the imagination. As Gardner gets some space, then plays the puck down into the corner for Walsh. Back out to Gardner. What a shot, and what a save by Muse. And then that one gets past McDonald down the ice. Going back to get it is McDonald. Kaylee McDonald had the only goal of the game for the Stars in their game this morning. Now with it is Chisholm Beaton. She tries to work the puck ahead. Batchelder tried to get it up for Emily Lutley. That's turned over to Marshall. Marshall can't get her pass through. McNeil now with it, gets it down. And in the corner picking up is McDonald. McDonald will work her way ahead, come up through center, plays it off the boards, and it takes a bounce almost right back onto her stick, but McNeil was able to get there and clear that one away. Now Pino gets the pass across over for Lawless. Lawless will carry across the blue line, drops it off there for Marshall. Marshall working against Gordon, plays it back to the line for McEachern, across to the near side for Leahy. Leahy down into the corner, lost the sight of the puck, and Kaylee Lutley was able to get it up to Emily Lutley, but she couldn't go anywhere with that. Now here's Leahy with the shot. That gets blocked, and it ends up going over the glass and out of play, and nearly catching a fan, but it goes just a little bit high, and we're going to have a youngster grab a souvenir there as we get the stoppage in play with 9:23. As we get ready for the face-off. Draw one back to the line. Chasson tries to go D-to-D with it to McEachern. McEachern just keeping that onside as Hambly nearly knocked it away from her. Now with it is Chapman. She tried to make a pass. It went off the stick of Leahy and right in onto Muse, who covers up and hangs on with 9:09 left to go here in the first period. Or second period. The two captains, Morrison and Chapman, will take this face-off. Puck ends up coming over to Olivia McDonald. She plays it to Vickers. Vickers just lets it go, and it goes out to center. Doyle dumps it right back in again. And back to get it once again there is McDonald. She has it taken from her. Centering pass intended for Chapman. Broken up there by Vickers. Puck still does get out as Connors gets it ahead. Here comes a chance, and we're going to get a penalty here against Chapman for hooking, as she did the only thing she could do to try and prevent the scoring opportunity for Sam Morrison, one of the most dangerous players in all of Atlantic Canada. And I am not overstating when I say one of the most dangerous players in all of Atlantic Canada. Lynx win the draw as they start their second power play of the evening. They are 0 for 1 with the power play so far. Here's Morrison with the puck, coming to the middle of the ice. Morrison takes the shot, the save made, and Lowe able to find the puck and cover it up for a stoppage. 22 seconds gone in the penalty. 8:18 left to go here in this, second period. There we go. As I usually say, those of you who've watched games that I've done in the past, the usual disclaimer applies. In the event that there's a discrepancy between what you see on your screen as far as the score or the period or any of that other information versus what you know to be accurate, take what you know to be the truth as the truth and realize that I have just, not hit a button yet. I tend to get a little distracted from time to time, or I think I've hit the button, or in this case, I did hit the button, I swear. It just didn't register for whatever reason. Anyway, 58 seconds left in the power play as McLean gets hit there by Dingwell. And the puck is cleared down the ice. Set up once again for Olivia McDonald. She takes it behind the net, comes right back out. Lead pass gets deflected by Kaylee Lutley. Going after it behind the net is Marshall. She was watched by Batchelder. Now Marshall goes to the far side. She'll play it back to the line for O'Keefe. O'Keefe tries to get it to McLean. That hops away from her, and it'll be cleared out to center. Emily Lutley chasing down Olivia McDonald. McDonald has to go all the way back into the inboards. Lutley tries a wraparound, and the net gets knocked loose. And we'll get the stoppage with 10 seconds left to go in the penalty. 6:51 remaining here in this second period. Face-off will be... Will the face-off stay inside the zone? I'm not sure, as it was hard to tell who caused that net to be locked loose. Apparently it was knocked off by the Lynx. So we'll get the face-off staying deep inside their zone with just 4 seconds now left in the power play. With the puck is McEachern as Chapman comes out of the penalty box. So the Lynx are now 0 for 2 with the power play. Stars are now 5 for 5 on the penalty kill for the weekend to this point. Chasson with the puck. She'll get it ahead. Leahy's pass for Morrison. Morrison has that puck knocked off her stick. And now Hambly not quite able to get past Chasson. Good effort, but couldn't quite get there. Now here's Morrison with the puck. Her pass broken up by Chapman. It ends up on the stick of Kaylee McDonald. McDonald ends up getting knocked down by Leahy. The puck is underneath her there as they battle for it. They're still battling there just inside the blue line. 5:55 left to go here in the second period. Battling right in front of the Lynx bench. Puck is tied up. Now it's worked free, and Chapman will end up with it. Chapman takes it down below the goal line, stops behind the net, takes a look. Now she'll get it ahead. Hambly not able to clear the zone as Marshall creates the turnover. Marshall down into the corner, now coming back up the wall, plays it back for McDonald. That pass is knocked away by Lawler, and Hambly gets the puck as far as the Cape Breton Lynx blue line before the Lynx turn it back up the other way. Lawler able to get it and send it down deep into the Lynx zone. We're going to get an icing call on that, so we'll get another stoppage with 5:11 left to go here in period number 2. The Lynx still leading it just by that 1-0 score line off of the shorthanded goal scored by Myra Pino with 4:23 gone back in the first period. Face off as Marshall gets waved out of the circle. Coming in to take the draw is Vickers against Walsh. Walsh won it, and now coming up with the puck is Gardner. Here's Gardner in across the blue line. Gardner gets it to Walsh. There's a shot. Save, rebound. It gets cleared away from the front of the net by McNeil. Now Mullins gets it back down to Walsh. Walsh kicks it ahead for Gardner. Gardner plays it back to the line for Mullins. Mullins to the front of the net. It goes off the stick of Lawler and into the near side corner. Or that was Baker, rather, not Lawler. Excuse me. Now McNeil behind her own net comes out. The pass too far for Vickers. Doyle gets it. Doyle has it knocked off her stick. And Mullen sends it back in with under 4.5 left to go here in the second period. Vickers with the puck, coming in one-on-one against Doyle. Vickers gets a shot away, and she scores! A little bit of puck luck going the way of the Lynx there, as Vickers' shot was partially blocked by Doyle, but in partially blocking it, she redirected it in such a way that it ended up just out of the reach of Olivia Lowe and just barely rolling across the goal line for a 2-0 score now in favor of the Lynx. Sometimes you gotta be lucky to be good. There's another one, they score again! 2 goals, 6 seconds apart, have turned this game into a very different look than it was a moment ago. Those 2 goals, very, very close together, have turned this game in a very different direction. And the Eastern Stars are going to take their time out to try and settle things down here. And while they do that, we can tell you that Kennedy Vickers' goal at 15:45 was unassisted, and Skylar McLean's goal at 15:51 also an unassisted marker, turning a 1-0 game into a 3-0 game with 2 goals in 6 seconds. One of them, if you're looking at it from an Eastern Stars perspective, just an unlucky bounce. If you're looking at it from the Cape Breton Lynx perspective, a very lucky bounce. And then the second one, just a real nice goal right off of the face-off. But 2 goals in 6 seconds, first of the tournament for Vickers. As we get the announcement of Vickers' goal unassisted there at 15:45, and then the 15:51 goal, Skylar McLean, her first goal. First goal, first point of the tournament for her. Also an unassisted goal. As now the Lynx have a little bit more of a controlling grasp on this game instead of just a grasp on it. Lawler behind the net, comes out with it, plays it back to the line. Hunter over to Chapman. Chapman with a shot, the save made. Puck comes back to Chapman. She'll take it behind the net. Gets stripped of the puck there by McEachern. It's played up the wall. Dingwall will play it across. There's a shot that goes just wide. Now McEachern behind the net, has to change direction a couple times to try and get some space, but can't clear the zone as Dingwall able to hold it onside. Now Hambly trying to work it back down low. That's knocked down at the wall by Pino. And the Lynx able to come out. Morrison gets it out to center. Has it taken off of her stick by Baker. But still able to push the whole play down into the Star zone. They are able to get it back out. Now the puck will be fired down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call with 2.5 left to go here in the second period. And the face-off will be deep in the Cape Breton Lynx zone. Walsh to take the draw against Leahy, with the Lynx now leading it 3-0. Puck at the side of the net. Baker can't get a shot. McNeil will get it out to center. Now Gardner brings it back in, has it taken from her by Leahy, and brought right back out again. Leahy trying to fight through a few checks, gets knocked down, and we're going to get a hand pass as Leahy did touch the puck with her glove, and then the next player to touch it was indeed Anna Lawand. As we have the face-off with exactly 2 minutes left in the second period. As the puck ends up down in the Lynx zone, played around by O'Keefe, out to center. Trying to dump it back in there was McDonald, but it went off of a helmet and then stayed in neutral ice. Pino now gets it deep into the Star zone. McDonald back to pick up. 90 seconds remaining in the third period. It'll come to the near side wall. Batchelder will start to work the puck ahead. Gains the red line. Dumps it in. Back to get it is McNeil. She'll get it forward to Lawless, who gets it up to Vickers. Vickers can't get around Mullins, and Emily Lutley tries to dump the puck back in. It's knocked down right at the blue line as we're into the final minute of period number 2. Hambley now comes into the Lynx zone, tries to get a shot away, fans on it as her stick was lifted just enough. Now it comes back to McNeil again. She'll play it around to the near side for Chisholm Beaton. Chisholm Beaton had trouble getting it under control. Lawler gives her a bump. Now it comes back to McNeil, but she has her pocket picked by Chapman. Chapman comes to the face-off dot, fires a shot. That goes off the outside of the net. 28 seconds left to go in the period. And now coming away with the puck is Lawless, or Lawler rather, or no, it was Lawless, as the goaltender for Cape Breton trying to get the referee's attention as her helmet, something has come loose on her helmet. Fortunately for her, the period is going to come to an end. Fortunately for Megan Muse, everything worked out all right in the end, but she was understandably frustrated trying to get the officials' attention to let her know about an issue with her helmet. 1 goal in the first, 2 goals in the second, and so the Cape Breton Lynx, after 40 minutes of play, carry a 3-0 lead over the Eastern Stars from Eastern Prince Edward Island. Shots on goal in that second period favor the Lynx 11-9. 2-period total favors the Lynx 21-16. And after 2 periods of play, it is Cape Breton Lynx 3 and Eastern Stars 0. We're going to take a break, come back, get you ready for the third period. You are watching the U18 AAA Atlantic Female Hockey Championships from Member 2 here on AO Live, Atlantic Hockey Online. Produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period here between the Cape Breton Lynx and the Eastern Stars out of Eastern Prince Edward Island. Lynx now with a 3-0 lead. Yeah, all the information is right there.
Perfect, thank you. In case we get a snowstorm, we can't make it.
Yeah. As with a minute left to go in the intermission, we get ready for the start of the third period. As, whoops, hang on here. So 280, 2-6. It's 226. As we get ready, come on. To get the third period underway, Chapman and Morrison, the two captains, take the face-off. Morrison gets the edge on that one, but the Stars do get possession and get it down into the Cape Breton zone. Here as the third period gets underway. Lynx with the 3-goal lead. Hambly has that puck roll off of her stick. Hunter not able to get the puck to sit for her. Connors couldn't maintain control. She brought it in across the line. It comes out to center, sent back in. Now brought back out. That pass goes off of Hambly's foot. Picked up there by Dingwell. She plays it across to the far side for Chapman. That gets tied up there by McLean, or McNeil rather. No, McLean. I had it right the first time. Now played back. Now that's McNeil with the puck, and she'll get it down into the Eastern Star zone, but it's going to be an icing call with 19:07 left to go here in the third period. As the Lynx continue to lead by that 3-0 score line. A big moment here for the Cape Breton Lynx to try and get the victory to start things off here on home ice. If they are able to do that, they would also have the secondary advantage of the fact that they would then put the Stars into a very difficult position of being 0-2 with 2 games remaining in their round-robin portion of the tournament. Of course, an 0-2 start does not preclude you from making it into the gold medal game, but it certainly does make it challenging, as you would need to win your last 2 games and hope for a whole bunch of tiebreakers to go your way. Not a whole bunch of tiebreakers, a whole bunch of other results rather to go your way, so that 2-2 gets you into a tiebreaker. A 2-2 record would certainly get you into the bronze medal game, but it would be difficult to get into the gold medal game. Not impossible, but difficult with a 2-2 record. Batchelder gets it ahead for Lawler. Lawler has the puck knocked away from her. Now around to the far side, picked up by Chasson. She tries to clear it up the boards, but fanned on it. Now it's back with McEachern. She's trying to get away from the forecheck of Kaylee Lutley. Lutley ends up with the puck. Now it comes back to McDonald. McDonald tries to get a shot off the backhand, but that is turned over. Now Chasson plays it around to the near side. And it's picked up by Lawless, she gets it out to center. Back into the Cape Breton Lynx zone. Morrison has it knocked off her stick. Morrison has to go back and get it as Baker is coming in on the forecheck. Played up the wall to Lawless. She'll set it up there for Morrison. And here comes Morrison with a burst of speed. Morrison gets it across to Vickers. Vickers shoots and scores! Vickers with her second goal of the game. And the Lynx now lead it 4-0. And that might be enough for the Cape Breton Lynx, quite possibly, to give themselves a record of 1-0 moving into day 2 tomorrow. Morrison does get the only assist. That was the one thing I was just waiting to confirm. We knew that Morrison was going to get an assist, certainly. It was just whether there was going to be a second assist was the only thing I was waiting for there. But it is Kennedy Vickers' second goal, second point of the game, and second goal, second point of the tournament, assisted by Sam Morrison at 2:58 of period number 3 to make it the 4-0 scoreline. Puck cleared out to center, and down the ice it goes. Back to get it is Chisholm Beaton. She'll play it around to the near side for McNeil. McNeil saw that Gordon was coming in and hurt. Gordon actually ended up getting the turnover there momentarily, but then overskated the puck after she knocked it free. Now here's Leahy trying to get around Dingwell. Leahy with the move. Dingwell trips her up, and there will be a penalty. And that penalty taken by Abby Dingwell might very well have just saved a goal, at least temporarily, as Cameron Leahy, a very dangerous player, was about to come in pretty much uncontested. So we'll get the offensive zone face-off for the Lynx as they start their third power play of the evening. There's a shot that gets deflected. Leahy plays it around to the far side for Morrison, but the net is off of its moorings, and so we'll have another stoppage here. Just 8 seconds gone in the penalty, as we'll look to give you another update on the other Atlantics. The game in Port Hawkesbury has gone final. The Central Storm have evened up their record at 1-1 after a 4-1 victory over the Quad County Whitecaps, the host team playing out of Port Hawkesbury there. So the Storm end the opening day 1-1. Whitecaps and Icebreakers are 0-1. Fury and Warriors are 1-0. There's a shot, they score! As the power play strikes, it's now 5-0. And the shot was taken by Catherine Chasson. The question is, was it deflected? We'll have to wait and see. I don't believe it was, but we will get confirmation here in just a moment as the puck is cleared down into the Cape Breton Lynx zone. As we get confirmation that Chasson's shot was not deflected. Leahy and McEachern with the assists. So again, Catherine Chasson, her first goal, first point of the tournament, assisted by Cameron Leahy and May McEachern making it 5-0 on the power play at 4:30 of the third period. Here comes a chance now for the Stars as Gordon brings the puck in, or Gardner rather. 3 and 8, both names that start with G, and sometimes it's hard to tell on the sleeve whether that's a 3 or an 8, the way the font is. I could see that it was either 3 or 8, and I could see the letter G, and that was it, so I couldn't tell for sure if that was Gardner or Gordon, so I do apologize. But now here is McLean with the puck, as McLean stumbles as she dumps the puck into the Eastern Star zone. It comes all the way around to Hunter. Hunter brings it back out to center, gets it in across the blue line, but McEachern is there, plays it across to Chasson, ahead for Connors, who gets it up to Morrison, and what a nice save made there by Olivia Lowe, as Morrison was coming in dangerously, but Lowe got a piece of that puck and deflected it up over her crossbar. 13:38 and counting left here in the third period. And here's a chance again for Morrison, and another save made by Lowe, as Sam Morrison has had some chances here tonight, but only has the one assist to show for it up to this point. As the puck is just left onside, now here's Morrison getting it over to McLean. McLean lost control of the puck. Trying to get her way ahead is Lawler. It'll go down into the Cape Breton zone, and McLean back to get it, plays it around for McDonald. Up as far as the line, Doyle holds it in. That shot goes wide. Now O'Keefe, she loses it to Baker, who will play it up to the point, and Batchelder has to bring it back out to center, gives to Doyle, gets it back from Doyle, and then gives to Walsh. Walsh gets tripped up on her way into the zone, and we're going to get the penalty against Skylar McLean for tripping here with 12:30 to go in the third period. So the Stars, who are 0 for 1 on the power play tonight, 0 for 4 on the power play in the tournament, will get another chance here. The only other time that Cape Breton was shorthanded in this game, it resulted in a goal by Myra Pino, the shorthanded marker that made it at the time 1-0. Now there's a chance for Walsh, and her stick was disrupted on the attempted shot, and now the puck cleared down the length of the ice. It'll come off the end boards. Batchelder will pick up there. Takes it behind the net, and now coming out with it is Chapman. Chapman able to work her way ahead, has the puck knocked away from her, but it ends up with McDonald, and as Kaylee McDonald brought the puck in across the line, it results in an offside against the Eastern Stars, as couldn't tell if it was Gardner or who it was who went in just a hair early, but whomever it was, the net result is an offside against the Eastern Stars. 1:23 left to go in their power play, 11:52 remaining in the third period. Puck cleared down the ice. Batchelder will go back and pick up. Works out from behind the net, plays the puck off the wall. It'll be picked up there by Gardner. Gardner has Chapman coming up with her, plays it back to Batchelder. Batchelder with a shot, knocked down in front, puck is loose! And still bouncing, and now it'll be cleared away finally by Vickers. Here's a race for the puck. Getting to it is Morrison. Morrison coming in short-handed. Morrison, and another great save by Lowe. And she'll hang on for another face-off, as Sam Morrison has been everything but a goal scorer tonight. She has had so many glorious opportunities, but Olivia Lowe somehow has been able to stand tall whenever the shot has come off the stick of number 5. Hunter gets it across for Emily Lutley, now ahead to Kaylee Lutley, but the pass was actually knocked down by the high stick of Baker on its way through. So we'll get a stoppage with 36 seconds left to go in the penalty, 11:05 remaining here in the third period. As the Lynx look to improve to 1-0 and join the Northern Subway Selects and the Western Flames of Western New Brunswick as teams with victories on day number 1. Of course, at this point, it's still very early and a lot will change over the next 2 days as far as the standings go. But to get a win on the first day, obviously starting the tournament the right way. And 2 of those teams that won today, the Stars, or the Selects and the Flames, will meet in the first game of the day tomorrow, so that'll be a big one. And depending on the outcome of our opening 2 games, the final game of the day tomorrow could potentially be between 2 teams that are 2-0 as the penalty to McLean comes to an end. Of course, the Western Flames and the Tripan Ice will have something to say about that. But if our final game of the day is between 2 teams who are 2-0, then that game would be for a berth in the finals. As if you get to 3-0 at that point, there would be no way to miss out on the finals. From that point on, here's Hambly with the puck now. Well, I suppose technically there could be if 3 teams end up 3-1 and you were the first team to get to 3 wins and you were 3-0 and then other things ended up just not quite working and you missed out on the tiebreaker. It's possible. But depending on how everything else plays out, we'd have to wait and see. Right now, here comes a chance for Vickers coming down the ice. She tried to get it across for Connors, but the pass a little bit too far ahead of Connors, and it rolls all the way in onto Lowe, and Lowe covers up and hangs on with 9:21 left to go here in the third period. So still a lot to be determined here. This game looks relatively comfortable for the Cape Breton Lynx, but as far as the tournament goes, with only 3 of the 10 round-robin games wrapped up after day 1, once this game does wrap up, then we'll still have a lot left to be decided. As the puck comes around the boards up to the line. Now here's Lawless getting it to the net. Pino with it at the side of the net now. She has it taken from her by Doyle. Doyle will get it up the boards and out to center. As they battle for the puck, Kaylee Lutley gets it up to Lawler. Lawler couldn't get it past the crowd, but now Lutley follows up and gets a shot away and scores! Kaylee Lutley will score the Stars' first goal of this game and get them on the board. It's now 5-1, and with still 8:42 left to go, well, hey, stranger things have happened. For Kaylee Lutley, that's her first goal, second point of the tournament, as she did assist on the goal that they scored earlier today. Their lone goal in that game against the Northern Subway Selects. So Kaylee Lutley gets her first goal, second point of the tournament. We'll get the assists for you here.
Assisted by number 7, Maya Marlowe. Assisted time of the goal, 11 minutes, 18 seconds.
So Kaylee Lutley with her second goal, or first goal, second point of the tournament, assisted by Mia Lawler or Maya Lawler. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to go over pronunciations. I believe it's Mia Lawler. If anybody who's watching wants to send me a correction, you can send me a message through Twitter at PetterPC_sports. That's PETTERPC_sports. Obviously, if I'm getting a player's name wrong, I'm never doing it intentionally or with ill will or anything along those lines. But I do always appreciate getting corrections if I get a player's name incorrect. Here's Hunter with the puck. You can send him to me through Twitter, or you can also reach me through Facebook, facebook.com, and then go search for Petter Sports and Streaming when you get to Facebook. Okay, I'm just doing the online broadcasting. I'm not doing any announcing in-house. That's that guy down there. As the puck comes to the Cape Breton Lynx wall, it's out to center now. I don't know why people always assume that I'm talking while the play is going on and it's not being heard in the building. So I don't know why people assume that I'm the one doing the PA announcing. Sorry, it's frustrating when, you're trying to do a broadcast and people come up to you and ask you a question in the middle of the stream. It's one thing when they talk to you during the intermission, that's fine. It's when they talk to you during the play. Sorry, I rant. As the puck is brought ahead, now Mullins knocked it down at the blue line, but the Lynx back on the puck. As it goes all the way deep into the Eastern PEI zone, Mullins trying to get it up the boards. That's intercepted by Lawless. She'll get it back to the line. Now played down low again by McEachern. They battle in the corner, under 6 minutes left to go. Coming out with the puck there was Marshall. And now back down the boards. Mullins will pick up. Marshall again, back to the line. There's a shot from the point by O'Keefe, and making the save and hanging on for a face-off is with 5.5 minutes left to go here in the, and Leahy will get sent out of the face-off circle, and coming in to take the draw instead will be Lawand. Anna Lawand wins it back to the line. O'Keefe with the shot, that's blocked by Batchelder, and out to center, and here come the Stars. That's Emily Lutley, excuse me. She couldn't get a shot away. Baker now gets it back to the front of the net. Lutley again. They jam it. Now Baker with a chance, and that goes off the foot of O'Keefe and into the corner. A great chance for the Stars to pull to within 3, but not quite able to do so. Now the puck ends up with McLean. She plays it back behind the net. McLean will get it back again, start to work her way forward. McLean gets around Baker, in across the blue line, still with the puck. Has it knocked off her, off her stick by Batchelder. Now Emily Lutley gets it ahead, and out to center it comes. Picked up by Morrison. Morrison realized she would have gone in offside as McLean was a little bit slower than intended heading out of the zone. Now it's brought in by, that was Vickers, knocked away. As they continue to play here. Now Chapman with the puck. Chapman takes the shot, and that's off of Muse and into the end boards. Now it'll come back out. 4 minutes and less than that actually left to go here in the third period. Chapman with the puck. Takes it behind the net. Out in front, and a great chance there for Gardner. And a big save made by Muse. Now it's poked out to center. Chapman back to get it. She'll play it back to Hunter. Around to the, goes all the way around. Chasson will get it out to center. Picked up there by McDonald. Back into the Cape Breton zone. 3:08 left to go. Played ahead to Connors. Connors being hassled there by Kaylee Lutley. The puck comes to McDonald. There's a shot, save, rebound cleared from the front by Chasson. Dingwell sends it down into the corner. Bouncing puck. Kaylee Lutley on it. She loses it to Pino. Now it'll come to Dingwell. There's a shot. That goes just up over the net. Picked up by Lawler. She sends it behind the net to Kaylee Lutley. Back to Lawler. Back down below the goal. And Chasson is the one there. Lawler knocks the puck off her stick. Gordon comes in to pick up. Now they battle right along the end boards. 2:20 and counting. Coming out with the puck is Kaylee Lutley. Back to the line for Dingwell. Her shot. Looking for a deflection, but it goes wide. Comes around to Pino. Pino will give the puck to May McEachern, and McEachern will gain the red line and dump it in. Comes off the end boards. 2 minutes and counting left to go here in the third period. With the puck in neutral ice, there is Lawless. Lawless able to skate through a couple of checks. Now tries to get a shot away. She does. Doesn't get much on it. Following up on the rebound is McLean. And the save made, and then McLean gets dumped. As the Stars express a little bit of frustration with the opening day that they have had here at the 2023 Atlantic AAA, or Atlantic U18 AAA Female Hockey Championships. There's a chance, save made by Lowe. The puck will be cleared away as we're down to 100 seconds left. Up for Walsh. Walsh comes in. Walsh with the backhander, and it comes all the way to the near side wall. Now McDonald with it at the line. It'll be played out to center. Mullins there for it. She'll dump it back in. It'll come around the boards to the near side. Picked up by McDonald, that being Olivia McDonald. She coughs it up there. Out in front, there's Lutley, and they score as the puck goes off of a skate, ends up right on the stick of Emily Lutley, and both of the Lutleys have scored a goal in this game. It's now 5-2. As some of the bounces, it took until late in the game for some bounces to go the way of the Stars. But Emily Lutley gets her first goal, first point of the tournament at 18:50 of the third period, and that makes it 5-2. And that goal becomes key in the sense that if we get a three-way tie at the top of the standings between, let's say hypothetically, Western Flames, Cape Breton Lynx, and Northern Subway Selects all end up 3-1. They all end up 1-1 against each other. Then we look at goal differential. Now, I have to double check if goal differential in all games or just goal differential in games among the tied teams is first. I think that should have been the other way around. Lutley from Welsh, not Welsh or Walsh from Lutley. But it was announced as Brooke Walsh's goal, assisted by Emily Lutley. I'm sure it was Lutley who took that shot, but either way, they each get their first point of the tournament, and it's now 5-2 with 25 seconds left to go. There's a shot by Morrison. That goes off of Lowe and up over the glass and out of play, and we'll get a stoppage with 22 seconds left to go here in the third. We'll be back with you at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning stick around after the game for the presentation of the players of the game. And then we will be signing off, and we'll be back with you tomorrow morning starting at 10 a.m. for our first game, as that one goes up into the air. And the catch made by Olivia Lowe. I made a promise during the second game of the day that the one baseball reference I made there was going to be the only one, although that play was just about too perfect to make a reference to a catch out in center field for the second out of the inning. So I'm sorry I lied in that other game. I have one more baseball reference in me, with today being opening day, of course, of the Major League Baseball season. And that will do it for this one, as the Cape Breton Lynx will come away with the 5-2 victory. Improved to 1-0 on the tournament. The Eastern Stars will fall to 0-2. So we'll have the players of the game, and then we'll have the traditional handshakes. No, we'll have the handshakes and then the players of the game. All right. The players of the game, it'll be a difficult decision, I have to say. A lot of players had very good games for both teams. So we'll wait and see who gets selected. And then after the presentation of those players of the game, we'll be signing off for this opening day of the event. As we await those announcements. So
Player of the game presentations. Player of the game for the Eastern Stars, number 33, Emily Gardner.
Emily Gardner gets player of the game for the Stars. Gardner created a lot of chances. And Kennedy Vickers, with her 2-goal performance, is player of the game for the Cape Breton Lynx. So that's going to do it for us here on day number 1. Until tomorrow morning, on behalf of my awesome cameraman, Cass, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit top shelf. Final score once again, Cape Breton Lynx win their opener 5-2 over the Eastern Stars. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening.